Hello everybody, it's Rob here from Plymouth Music Zone. Hope you're well, hope you had a lovely week or weekend and that you enjoyed the hot weather, which I very much did not enjoy because I am a cold weather person. But yes, hope you did. It seems to be a bit more cool and refreshing today where I am, which is nice for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed if you saw the Facebook Live or where we were doing some call and response, I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't, maybe go and look it up. We're back to looking at different instruments this week, and I picked the Tamborim for us. And the Tamborim, I hope you'll find it a good instrument because it should be something you'll be able to find something to approximate it with, because this is a hide-skin tamborim. You more commonly see the plastic ones, but if it just sounds kind of like a muted, kind of high-pitched sound, that's all you need for tamborim. That would be fine. This one does make a bit of a kind of warmer, more kind of tony sound, but completely dead sound like that would do just fine for our samba. Yeah, apparently tamborim, well, I was told it means little drum, although I should look that up sometime to make sure it does. But yeah, tamborim, it's usually played with a stick. I'm not going to use a stick today because we're just learning the kind of one of the bass patterns of it, so it's not going to be very fast. But when you have a stick, they can actually turn the drum and get some really cool, fast sort of effects from the tamborim. So let's get into it. Tamborim pattern. There's a mnemonic for our tamborim pattern that we're going to use, and the mnemonic is "I've got ants in my underpants." I hope that helps. A way to remember the pattern. And I'm going to look at it in two parts. We're going to look at the first half, and it's worth noting that I don't want to get bogged down in technical stuff again because, well, can't help myself really, can I? But the tamborim pattern lasts 2 bars of samba, 2 bars of 2/4, and what I'm showing here as first half, actually, when we learn the bell pattern, the 2 patterns don't start in the same place compared to each other. So just bear that in mind. But for our purposes, especially if we're going to be recording and submitting this up, because it won't matter which half you've used as the sort of first half when we do this, because I'll just be able to shift it, get it in the right place. So yeah, it does not matter, but worth knowing in case you ever play samba in person with other people and you're expecting this pattern to be somewhere else. But this one, I think of this one as coming in halfway through, because I base my perspective on samba as from the bell. So, but it's a bit arbitrary. Anyway, enough of that. First half of the pattern. Okay, all on the stronger beats. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I've got ants. I've got ants. So if we're counting in, we're going 1, 2. Okay, solid, straightforward. Now, unfortunately, the second half is a bit devious. This happens quite a bit in samba instruments, where the first half, or certainly part of the pattern, is strongly centered around the downbeats. The 1 and the and, well, of the numbers, like we've looked before at the 1 E and A going into the semiquaver feel. When you hit a number like 1, 1 E and A, or 2, 2 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A. So the numbers 1 and 2 and the ands 1 E and A, 2 E and A. Those beats, they are the quarter note and the 8th note. They are the quaver and the crotchet. When you put beats on those, when you put notes on those beats, they go with it. They make it feel strong. They feel locked in. And then when you start using the E's and the A's, 1 E and A, those make it feel really syncopated. So the first half of this pattern is really strong and stable on the pulse. Second half goes bit more devious, lots of E's and Us mixed into that bit. So the second half, so in my underpants. I've got ants in my underpants. I've got ants in my underpants. I've got ants. That's a bit fast, wasn't it? I've got ants in my underpants. I've got ants in my underpants. I've got ants in my underpants. I will put the metronome on here to hopefully illuminate that further, because you'll have to trust me on this one. If I try to explain where all of the in my underpants bit falls within the semiquavers, it's just going to make it hugely more complicated than it needs to be. So just follow along if you can, and I'll play it for a little while here with the metronome. And as long as you get back to that, I've got ants, I'm sure we can make it work. In my underpants, I've got ants. In my underpants, I've got ants. In my underpants, I've got ants. In my underpants. So we're clicking along there at 80 beats per minute, which is what we're aiming to make this group recording at, and there's more details about how to record and submit your work in our YouTube playlist or back in Plymouth Music Zone's Facebook video library. I hope that made some sense and that you're able to sort of get in the flow of that and then have a go at submitting it, and that you can find a good substitute for a tamborim if you don't have a small drum. Good luck. Let me know if you get stuck, because I can try and help. So do that in the comments or by emailing rob@plymouthmusiczone.org.uk. That's it for this week. I'll see you next time. Take care.